Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a story we all share, the incredible evolution of childbirth. We're going to track how we went from the raw, survival of the fittest challenges of early humans, all the way to the sophisticated, high-tech safety of our modern medical wards. It's an amazing journey of human intuition, the sheer mechanics of the body, and how the way we care for one another has evolved. So let's start with a really fascinating question. Did ancient women actually give birth standing up? To figure this out, we have to transport ourselves thousands of years back in time. Imagine an era totally stripped of all the modern conveniences we just take for granted today. A time when human survival didn't rely on textbooks or heart monitors, but entirely on instinct. It sounds almost like a myth to us now, but the harsh physical realities of early life led to some incredibly intuitive choices. Section 1. The Ancient Birthing Cave. A world without hospitals. Okay, picture this. Absolutely zero clinical facilities. None. Expectant moms had to rely entirely on the raw power of nature, their own physical instincts, and the vital guidance passed down by elder, wise women. These women were literally the very first birth workers, and the way they prepped their environment was so intentional. The whole family stayed incredibly close to support the mother. They'd build glowing campfires to fight off the chill of the wild, gather every single drop of precious clean water they could find, and prepare simple cloths. Basically, the whole tribe acted as one massive support system, turning a cold start cave into a genuine sanctuary. Section 2. Harnessing Gravity in Labor. Intuitive Physical Choices. What's super interesting is that instead of lying down, many of these mothers instinctively chose upright movement to cope with the intense physical demands of labor. They were walking slowly to manage the pain, squatting low to the earth, leaning forward, or even standing completely straight up while gripping a sturdy wooden pole. Without adjustable hospital beds, they just organically discovered that continuous movement and holding onto something solid offered the absolute best physical support. By staying vertical, these ancient mothers were intuitively harnessing gravity. Think about the pure biomechanics of that for a second. Gravity was literally helping the baby move down while opening the pelvis to its maximum diameter. It naturally aided the whole process and allowed for optimal alignment, all while the mothers just focused on keeping their breathing steady. They were working right alongside the Earth's natural forces, rather than fighting against them. And here is perhaps the biggest contrast to our fast-paced modern world. Nobody rushed. Patience was absolutely essential. Time was just measured entirely differently back then. Hours and hours could pass by that glowing campfire as the mother calmly breathed and pushed. Everyone else, they just waited. They offered encouragement and held out hope for a healthy outcome. No schedules, no ticking clocks, just the natural rhythm of biology doing its thing. Then comes the culmination of all that intense effort. When the baby finally arrived and let out that very first cry under the night sky, wow, the relief must have been profound. The newborn was immediately wrapped in those simple cloths to stay warm, and the exhausted mother could finally rest. And the tribe, they celebrated. It wasn't just a private, quiet event. It was the whole community coming together to witness the survival of another generation. Against all odds, life moved forward. Section 3. Modern wards, ancient echoes. Bridging the eras. All right, let's fast forward to the present day. Childbirth has completely transformed thanks to science, and it is vastly safer now. But it's fascinating to see how the past isn't entirely erased. Think about the stark contrast in support systems. Back in ancient times, support meant wise women, campfires, and a tight-knit tribe. Today, that support has evolved into highly trained doctors and incredible life-saving medical tools. Absolute safety is always the #1 priority now. But here is exactly where those eras echo each other. While modern medical advice always comes first to ensure maximum safety, hospitals today actually still use the ancient mechanics of vertical birth. Walking around during labor is incredibly common in clinical settings, and standing remains a highly effective option for so many mothers. We've literally taken the intuitive biomechanics of our ancestors and woven them seamlessly into modern, evidence-based medicine. Section 4. The enduring human story. What never changes? When we look back across all these generations, from firelit caves to sprawling modern cities, we uncover some core truths that just completely transcend time. Our ancestors faced some incredibly brutal, mysterious challenges in the wild, yet humanity kept growing. Why? Because we survived on shared communal care. Every single new life was proof of a tribe wrapping its collective resources around a mother and child to make sure we kept going. Over centuries, our knowledge exploded. Our tools evolved from simple wooden poles to incredibly advanced fetal monitors. But the one profoundly powerful thing that hasn't changed at all? The fierce biological drive of motherhood. That deep instinctive devotion to protect and nurture a child has and always will be the unwavering anchor of human survival. So every birth tells a biological story, and every child brings a new wave of hope. But it really makes you wonder, could you have survived the raw, unfiltered challenges of ancient childbirth? As we sit back and appreciate the undeniable safety and sophisticated tech of modern medicine, we have to ask ourselves, in our ongoing pursuit of comfort and convenience, what innate biological wisdom might we actually need to relearn? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.